strong view on that. Building bridges, as far as we are concerned, we the 14 plus the 2, ni kujenga daraja between this side and the other side. And I don't want to describe this side ni nani, the other side ni nani. But whoever on this is on this side na nani yako pande ile ingine, lazima tujenge daraja so that sisi wote tuna interact. Now, what happened in Naivasha, and I say this not as BBI, but as a Kenyan, as a true patriot, we cannot say we are moving forward with BBI report, and yet BBI is talking about building bridges. So it negates the spirit of working together, of talking together, of deciding together, of having everybody on board, of creating the spirit of consensus, kwamba hata kama kuna tofauti fulani, there is a way ambayo tunasema this is give and take. Kwa sababu no one is 100% perfect and no one is 100% wrong. All of us, we have something to contribute. It is to create the environment, it is to create the climate of interacting together and interrogating the issue. So when they came out of Naivasha and say imekuwa closed, we are moving forward, and kuna watu wengine kule nje, ile spirit ya BBI is lost. So BBI is not, the spirit of BBI cannot go along. And I'm saying this is a very serious thing I'm saying, and I know it will raise other questions. But I want, when people raise a question on that, let them raise a question on me as Major SEII, not as BBI. But I want to emphasize this. Sisi 14 ambaye tulitembea, tulisema Mungu atusaidie tujenge madaraja so that wakati wa siasa, wakati wa dividing the cake, wakati wa kufanya nini, we are all together and we are all talking to each other. Na hakuna watu wanaenda kule jikoni wanapika chakula na wanakuletea nusu na wamekula ile ingine. Everything must be transparent. Na kwa hivyo kufunga na kusema maneno imefungwa kule Naivasha, for me personally, with the spirit of BBI, I did not agree with it.
All right. So what's the way forward now? So
I think the way forward is for the proponents of mambo ya referendum to create space na kusema jameni, kama move too fast, let us hold, let's wait for you. Let us come. Muje mtuambie what is it that we are not carrying with us. So lazima kuweko dialogue. Lazima kuweko what somebody said, robust conversation. Because we lacked a robust conversation in this thing. Na kwa sababu tulisema this document, it will take care of this country not for 10 years, not for 20 years, but from 50 to 100 years. So kwa hivyo, when you are thinking ahead like that, you must make something that is going to last. And the thing that will last is something that everybody will come on board na kusema yes, this is what we want. So that tusiende mambo ya yes and no. Na tukienda yes and no, wale ambao watasema no na washinde, wale wakisema yes na washinde, there will be a problem. Because the country is already divided.
The bridge will be
so here building bridges, sisi 14, hata even if they are not with me here, we have one thing in mind, united Kenya. Yeah, under all circumstances. In this case, Kenya has been divided. Sitaki kusukumia jambo fulani hapo kusema ni fulani na fulani. Ile jambo ambayo nimesema ni hii, kwamba tumeitwa na tukaambiwa there is no time. Na hata mimi logically there was no time. The reverse of this is why be called on a day when there is no more time to read the document. Why not before?
When there was time.
When there was time. So hiyo excuse me, ninaachia hapo. Sitaki kuongeza zaidi. Kama ilikuwa tu that was the way the situation was, then imeenda hivyo.
It's gone.
Imeenda hivyo.
Kuna swali pia ya the process. Do you feel the process was open enough kwa Wanjiku? Was the process open enough?
No, nilisema pale mbeleni that there was no other way other than the system tulitumia ku collect information. Na nilisema in every county, depending on the number of counties, every sub county ilileta watu 20. So really, I think that the process was representative.
The process of making BBI.
It was well done. The plan was very good. Now, let me say this: Wanjiku, and not once or twice, but many times, walisema hii ni nafasi ya kipekee. Wanjiku amepewa nafasi kusimama na ku-express views. Some of them were even, of course, you know, from the 9 thematic areas. They were talking about their own personal issues. Lakini wanasema, jameni, it is always the other way round. Watu wakubwa wanakuja, wanasema sikizeni wananchi, lazima mfanye namna hii, mfuate namna hii, lakini this time round tunawauliza jambo hili mnaonaje? It was even like an ambush to them because we did not give them a notice of 5 days na kusema tumewatumieni some summary of what we are going to ask you. Tunapeana on the very day. Na ni kwa sababu ya logistics. I don't blame anybody on that. But Wanjiku alisema nimepewa nafasi ya kipekee ni express myself. And that is why we captured so much from Wanjiku that tuki abridge the report, Wanjiku hatajiona pale na atasema sasa nimesahaulika, hakuna mtu ananijali. Lakini hiyo line moja kusema Wanjiku alisema hii, you know, even in our original report tulikuwa unaandika hata unasema ni fulani alisema jambo hili. Of course it can be a very tedious report. There must be somebody ambaye atafanya summary. But capture the spirit of Wanjiku. Yes.
So nakauliza swali nyingine pia hapa, wanauliza, did we really need BBI?
Well, now that BBI has come, or it came, that question becomes redundant.
Okay, because it's already here. All right. I also want to ask you, wameuliza, umesema ya kwamba you guys were told you're going to sign this document and you feel that you didn't have enough time to go through the document before you sign it. And they are saying, sir, you had an opportunity to say, no, I'm not going to sign it. Why did you choose to sign it?
But
something that was going to violate your conscience.
Niseme hivi,
And I apologize for the hard questions. Uko nimekuuliza maswali ngumu kwa sababu kuja tena tackle. Ndio maana inaitwa tackle because you get tackled. So my apologies.
Let me tell you, do not apologize, Gerald. I like this because not that I know everything, but the much I know, I will not sort of reserve unless it is necessary. Unajua shida iliyoko, watu wengi hata it's good this country hakuna so many fans ya football, whether it is Man U or Chelsea ama zile zingine za nchi zingine, and watu wana follow religiously, but they become so critical to the players. Nasema yule amekosea pale, angescore namna hii, yule alikuwa slow. Wana describe because you see you are not on the ground. You are an observer, you are a spectator. We have many people who sincerely look at this thing from that gallery kind of setup, and they are seeing the players down there. I don't blame them asking the question, why did you sign if you felt it was not correct? I have never said the report was not correct. And I have not said anybody forced me or forced us. We signed in what you call trust, kwamba hakuna kitu imebadilishwa. And so we sign with that in mind, that
this is what we had given up.
That is that tuliambiwa hii report ni ile mlikuwa mmesema. Bas na kwa sababu there was no time, and again I've agonized over time. I've said whether it was deliberate, I do not know. Whether it was circumstantial, I have no idea.
Yes,
but the time was not there. We signed, and my signature is there.